What's your exploring name and when did you start exploring?
My exploring name is ISO, and I started exploring, well, the first time I explored something was in 2008, but I didn't really properly start exploring until 2014.
What's your favourite type of thing to explore?
Well, I'd just generally say drains because they're cruisy, offer a bit of variety. Cavities are obviously the best, but they're a bit hard to get into sometimes. They're a bit dodgy. Overall, I'd say drains.
Cool. And only cool people do drains too.
Yeah, that's right. Only cool people like me and Doug.
Yeah.
This is why no one likes it. Looking low after. Maybe I should read that. Take notice of it. Turn back.
What's been your greatest exploring experience so far?
I reckon it gets bigger again. I can't remember.
It's a bit of a tough one. Well, the one that always sticks in my mind is the first time I did DrainTalk here in Melbourne. It was at the 2015 Clannies, and there was a bit of a pre-Clannies event. It was a party, and then I turned up late, and then everything was finishing, and people were just telling me, "We're going to do Dreadnought, we're going to do Death Star." I didn't know what these were really. I'd heard of them, and so went out to Dreadnought, and people were just descending this manhole in the middle of this field, and then I sort of went down, dropped down there, turned around, and there's this enormous cavity, like dozens of people just wandering around the place. It was pretty mind-blowing.
Oh my God. Cock and balls. What's coming up after all? Cock and balls. Echo.
And with the dull thud of the fans in the background, the heavy bass, it really was like entering another world, so I'd probably say that.
It's always better when you're not expecting. Have you had any near misses while exploring?
Well, I've had a miss before. Probably not that many near misses. I had one pretty big miss where I got busted climbing a large transmission tower not long after I started exploring, and that sort of put me off topsides for a very long time. I still feel a bit funny about going to topsides. Thankfully, we didn't get too much of a penalty after that, but it wasn't a fun process to go through.
It's gone down to under 6 foot, or 6 foot-ish. I can't get over how this all graffiti. Have you seen the cave plan or anything?
I did have a miss rather than a near miss.
That was Delta. Was it the Delta?
Yeah, Delta. Delta/Amiga. We can call it that now that it's gone.
Yeah.
I can hear a trickle of water.
Has exploring changed your life at all?
It's a really shit height for me.
Yeah, I'd say it has in a pretty big way. So I did a course in chemistry at uni, and that's sort of where I discovered the Cave Clan and started exploring. And at that point, I was like sort of primed to go into the drug development industry, sort of pharmaceutical science and all that. But then I wasn't really looking forward to it. But then going in drains and sort of understanding how drains worked and how they interacted with the environment basically led me to a career in environmental science.
Hello. That's a long echo.
So I wanted to know what I was wading through when I was walking out the outfall of Chastity Belt or Bob's Tube or 69er. Worst, hydrogen sulfide.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. And I actually do that for a living now.
That's all there is in this drain, cock and balls.
What's the youngest age person you'd go exploring with?
Look, if I didn't know them, 18, because otherwise there's all kinds of weird duty of care issues that could happen.
Yep.
If I knew them or if they were a relative or a relative of a friend, then probably younger. Like I used to go exploring with my brother a bit and he was 14 or 15. He's 19 now. And so, yeah, it depends.
That's another bend.
Is exploring better than sex?
Depends on the exploring and it depends on the sex, really.
And it doesn't really matter as long as you're only exploring with people over 18.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean that's a crucial point, isn't it?
Yes, because I'm trying to catch pedophiles out with those questions, so you've passed.
No, actually, I'd probably go sex at this point. I mean, exploring's boring. Why would you explore? Why would you put stuff on Instagram? Just go and have sex or something.
Yeah, I think the trickle is just another little ramp.
Whilst exploring, alcohol, drugs, or straight edge?
Now, this is a contentious one. Generally, straight edge. But if I'm doing a drain, I've done a dozen times. If we're all going down a drain or a cavity and a good group of people, not too sus, then I'm happy to get blasted going down a drain.
I don't know why I ever thought this drain might have been alright because it's just gotten smaller. So I'm definitely turning back unless I see something interesting here. Another ramp.
And generally I don't do more than that, so...
And you had to say that because there's video footage of you off your face in drains in dungeon.
Oh yeah, I need to cover my bum, right? Like all of my awkward sort of answers to questions.
How's thing going?
How's thing going?
Yeah.
Are you hammered?
Yeah.
Are you filming me?
After 4, yeah.
Are you hammered? After 4, fuck, you can only drink 2, then you... Yeah.
Exactly, but it's more like 8 because each one was 2.1 drinks.
You said 8 before you lying. You better go home and have some fucking practice.
Oh my god, it's gotten bigger. I can't believe it. So, that's 6 foot or under, and now we're back up to... I had a feeling it got bigger. Blocked off whole tunnel. Quite neat. Oh, well, there you go. I might try and get out of gutter, won't I? I'm so glad I went on. Got your arms. Eltham Eshays. Turn back. That's what I said before. This is heaps easier. So it's back up to 2.4.
Speaking of covering your bum, what's the best poo you've done while exploring?
I should probably have a better one of these because I've probably used a drain as a toilet many times.
It's not even dug out Woody and Soft or whoever I did it with graffiti in here.
Especially if you're on the way home and you really need to go. Fall in Springvale is a great drain for that. Excellent toilet facilities. I would probably say I was going to do a drain with a non-clan mate and I said, okay, just wait up a bit at the outfall, and then I came out 5 minutes later and it's like, wait, what were you up there for? I said, I just installed a new feature in the drain.
So another. So it's gotten smaller, but it's like 2 metres. So it's still doable. The other reason I was thinking about getting out of the manhole, which is hard, is Jub is outside and he could come pick me up.
That's literally the funniest poo story I have.
All right. I thought you were going to say you were so embarrassed at doing a poo up there that you said, I was just jerking off, but no.
It looks like it might get smaller up ahead. I hope the DrainTalk's going well because it's not a very exciting drain when it does get smaller.
No, I'm not that funny. It'd be great if I was if you had the opportunity to drop the things off bridge rooms or etc. But I'm a bit too shy for that kind of thing.
Yeah, that looks a bit shit. Oh, there you go. Sean B. We all know who Sean B is. Yeah, I'm not going any further. Oi! That's a long echo too. Okay. There you go. ISO. The best part is behind you. You're the best part, Sean B.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add before we finish up?
Not really, other than Urbex is crummy and it's a stupid thing, but the Cave Clan's are really good, so you should all join the Cave Clan.
Cool. Well, thanks, ISO. Thanks for your time. That was good.
May 4th, may the 4th be with you. And I reckon that goes down to like 4 foot. It may get bigger again because that's been the nature of it, but as there is 1, 2, 3 little tributaries joining in, so in all likelihood it doesn't get bigger. It could get bigger. I've got Jub waiting outside, and I'm sure you guys have had enough of this. Although Alpha Ashes is pretty cool, but I'm pretty sure you guys have had enough of me walking through a boring pipe. So I've probably chucked an old DrainTalk that some of you may have seen before on it. I'm not blatantly reusing old DrainTalks. These are the DrainTalks that I made originally for a podcast I was doing, and I'll put a link at the end to whoever it is. I'll put a link at the end to the original one. The original one will be different. It'll have like photos and that to do with what they're talking about. I'll leave it at that. I'd like to get out of the manhole just for a laugh, but not a laugh, just to make it interesting. But this shit is in there, and I'm not crawling that far. Oh, cock and balls. Creek. And have I got that creek? Lucky someone put that there, because you might not know that the creek is this way. It's funny when you get in these little drains that no one goes up. Some weird graffiti. Oh, Beans has been here before.